We have one game left in Week 11, and it's a 1 seed versus a 1 seed. It's also the Super Bowl 57 rematch. You don't have to look back too far to see the last time the Eagles played the Chiefs. Well, tonight it's happening at Arrowhead. Ultimate deciding factors in this game. Monster matchup, Peter, heading into this one. Jay.
I'm looking at DBs, and I love this because you look at the Super Bowl last year, and you talk about these two teams, and you talk about the game that Jalen Hurts had. Obviously, I know the Chiefs won the game, Mahomes, MVP, the whole nine, but Jalen Hurts, over 300 yards, he was unbelievable. We were all talking about it after the game of this guy could have possibly been MVP in the losing effort. So you look at A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith on their side of the ball versus L'Jarius Sneed and Trent McDuffie. I just want to see that matchup. We hyped the heck out of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins game, and of course, two really good quarterbacks, offenses. The play of the game was Trent McDuffie taking the ball from Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs returning it for a touchdown. I'm fired up to see this Kansas City Chiefs defense with Steve Spagnuolo as their defensive coordinator, what they have for this Philadelphia Eagles offense. Because, yes, they won the Super Bowl, but I know they're fired up to get another crack at playing against Philadelphia the same way Philly is to try to get their Super Bowl rematch. So I want to see those guys match up on the outside, physicality, going at it back and forth.
You know, they both are coming off the bye, and with the exception of Goddard, we have all the big stars out there. Like, everyone's like this, you know, we don't want to jump the gun and say Super Bowl preview. This could be very well be a Super Bowl preview. So I look at it and I say, well, where's the edge? Where's it at? That Kansas City offense hasn't gotten going of late. Can they, out of the bye, which is where Andy Reid is at his strongest, can we get 25 to 30 points from the Chiefs offense? If we can do that, I think the Chiefs can win this game. But I'm really curious, and as good as their defense has been, they've been winning games, and I've been the biggest proponent of this KC defense, might be the best unit in all of football that we don't talk about. I got to see something from Mahomes and these guys, and I would love to see them be able to put up points against an Eagles team who they lit up in the Super Bowl last year.
Got to get our guy Matt Nagy going, still running the offense, and it's a big showing for him. But can I peel back the GMFB curtain for a second? This is something funny. So we've spoken of this before, that a good part of our staff is in South Jersey. All right, so then southern New Jersey, that is Eagles territory. We have a healthy influx of Eagles fans on the Good Morning Football staff.
In our ears all the time.
Like all the time. So it's a nice conduit to how real fans think. I was asked going into this segment by one of our producers, do you have a take on Eagles-Chiefs? And first of all, how dare you? Don't ever ask me. I get out of bed with takes.
Takes on takes.
And I said, you know, it kind of sounds like you have a take that maybe you want. One of our staff members, who I will not identify, their take on this game is that this person thinks that the Eagles are going to have a very conservative game plan because they don't want to show the Chiefs anything for when they see them in the Super Bowl. That they are already looking ahead. Like, we had this great play we wanted to run.
Sandbag the game.
Yes, but we're going to save it for the game in February in Las Vegas because we don't want to get, and we know we're going to see the Chiefs again.
No problem that the Lions are a game behind. If you take
save the triple reverse.
Yeah, or maybe the Chiefs won't be there. Like, they had this triple reverse, and it's been clicking in practice, and it looks so good. But hold. We know we don't want to show it from now. We know we're going to get to the Super Bowl, so save it. I laugh at it in spite of myself because I do think that's how real fans in the hard hats and the phone lines and the radio shows think. I don't think that's true. I think that would be absurd coaching by this Eagles coaching staff. Imagine if they're down late, like we need a play. Should we run it? No, save that. That's our special. We can't show that to Chiefs now. Like, there's this whole other theory that fans have that the reasons the Eagles went out and got Kevin Byard is because Travis Kelce said once on a podcast that Kevin Byard's tough to play against. So they got him for when they play the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl. This is the stakes of this thing. We're already penciling this thing in. If you're the Lions, if you're the Niners, if you're a myriad teams in the AFC, you got to hear and just laugh because the Eagles, guys, if they're conservative tonight, it's okay. They'll save those plays for the Super Bowl. I love that take.
And in no offense to Kevin Byard, but of all the things that are being unearthed from a Travis Kelce podcast recently, that's where they're going to go. That's what they have found.
Jason, when you were with the Patriots, did Belichick ever save plays for the Super Bowl?
Here.
Right.
Yeah, we used to save our favorite plays all the way when we were going to play against whoever it was. When we just knew it was going to be the Rams,
definitely,
we had to save some stuff for that Super Bowl victory.
I love it.
Real quick, what do you make of the rumor on the internet that the Kelce parents are going to meet the Swift parents for the first time at this game?
Donna and Ed are going to. What's her?
Scott and
Andrea and Scott.
Andrea and Scott.
Yeah,
that's great. I don't care.
Yeah,
but like I don't have anything to say. Anybody at the table care?
I think ESPN probably. I think they brought in another camera just to have a dedicated booth cam, if you will.